This state is making history, but not everyone is happy about this. California, officially the first state to pass a law giving groundbreaking new rights to transgender students, like the freedom to choose which school bathroom, which locker room you want to use, and which sports teams he or she may join, just based upon which gender a boy or a girl chooses to identify with. And a lot of transgender students, they see this as a huge win.
I'm transgender myself, and I had to miss classes and programs because of my identity. And no student should have to lie about themselves in order to get all the credits they need to graduate.
Thing is, some parents aren't convinced here. They're worried about the law's impact on their own kids.
She's going to be at a K-8 school. She could potentially have a 14-year-old boy walking in on her in the bathroom. I don't understand how we're protecting all of the children.
Let's talk about this with two guests who are joining me, people who are following this very closely. Masen Davis is the executive director of the Transgender Law Center. Obviously favors the law, joins me from San Francisco. Good to see you, sir. And Randy Thomason is on the other side of things. He is the president of SaveCalifornia.com, joins me from Sacramento. So, gentlemen, welcome to both of you. And Masen, I want to get to you in just a minute. Huge, huge win for your camp. But Randy, I'd like to begin with you because I imagine this doesn't thrill you. And my first question really is looking ahead. What steps might your group take to challenge this?
Well, this is very disturbing to parents who are hearing about it. They thought that the school bathrooms for girls would be protected from biological boys. They did not expect girls' basketball teams to now allow boys that say they want to be on it. Talk about a disparity, lack of equal opportunity. We are denying sexual boundaries and personal privacy at the school campus, and parents have told us on our Facebook and elsewhere that this is making them think they're going to exit the public system permanently, because not only this, there are 9 other sexual indoctrination laws in California government schools. This is just the cherry on the cake, unfortunately.
Masen, how do you respond to that from Randy and also from other parents?
Well, yesterday was a big step for equality. This is actually a pretty simple bill that makes sure that transgender students will have access to the facilities and activities they need, and that all students need to be able to be successful in school. I've been struck by the number of parents I've talked to, especially the parents of transgender youth, that are so concerned that their youth are not graduating in time because they don't have some place to change for gym class. And we need to take steps in California to make sure that all youth are able to be successful in school.
Randy, let me ask you this question sort of in a different way, maybe just a more personal way. I don't know if you have kids, but if you were to have a little girl, and this little girl grows up sort of always feeling like a boy, identifying with boys, wants to play football, wants to use the boys' bathroom, but can't, how would you handle that child?
Well, if a child is sexually confused, they need professional counseling. Lots of children are being molested in America. Lots of children are being abandoned by one or the other parents, and that creates a problem with the child's expectations, with their mind. And so a child that is sexually confused, they need professional counseling. My opponent on this is saying, look, this is a rights issue. What about the rights of a child to be sexually comfortable in the bathroom? What about the rights of the millions and millions of California children and their parents? This is trampling the rights of everybody else. And you know what? Last time I checked, the 1964 Civil Rights Act said you have to have an immutable characteristic. Well, if you are changing away from your XX chromosome or your XY chromosome, your natural gender, if you're changing away from that using a scalpel of a doctor, that is not deserving of a civil right. We
could have an entire conversation, in fact, I have, on what to do with these kids and counseling and who believes in that and who doesn't. I don't want to go there today. Masen, I see a big smile on your face, so I just want to end with you. Final thoughts and just respond to that.
I know that not everybody in America has had a chance to get to know a transgender person. These youth know who they are. They are already in our schools. They want to be successful and be a part of the school community like everybody else. As a transgender man myself, somebody who was born female and transitioned later in life, I really want to make sure that these youth are able to be safe and successful as youth and as adults. And this bill is a logical next step to help make sure that happens. And we believe in the privacy of everybody. So to the extent this facilitates more privacy for all students in school, that's a great thing. Okay. But let's make sure our youth can participate and graduate on time with everybody else.
Just wanted to make sure we heard both sides here. Masen Davis and Randy Thomas, and I truly appreciate both of you for coming on. Thank you.